Good morning. My name is Christy Shell. Today you are watching Coffee with Christy, and I am super excited to share with you a little bit about being intentional. So it's been a rough week. It's been a little chaotic, and different things are happening, um, and just with the country and things like that. And today I just want to talk about being intentional. It's one of the things is just we kind of get caught up in the chaos and this anxiety and the stress of things that are happening in the world, and we can start to really think about getting caught in that, getting amped up, and really struggling more than we really have to. And so I want to give you this challenge to really think about being intentional with yourself and with the day, just in general. So we talk about intentions at the beginning of the year a lot because that is goal setting. So when we talk about intentions, we talk about intentions are goals with soul because they come from a deeper place, and we set goals based on the things that we really, really want throughout the year or monthly or even daily. But today I really want to talk about the daily part of it, okay? Because right now it feels like we're just moving through the days one by one by one by one. And so just getting intentional about what you want today. And so when I think about this, I think, how do I go into the day when I set a little time aside, or just like you're in the shower and you're like, okay, how do I want the day to be? How do I want to be today? And, how do I want to carry myself? What do I want to bring into my world or to the people that are around me? So really to think about setting intention that is setting your mood and setting your energy by intention, by being intentional about it. So I do this when I go into meetings. I kind of set an intention about how I want the meeting to go, what am I hoping to get out of it, so like the real practical stuff, but also how do I want the energy of the meeting to go. So when I coach, oftentimes I'm setting a personal intention for them to feel welcomed and for them to be safe and for them to find the solutions that they're looking for in our conversation. And so then I am kind of grounded, and I bring that into our conversations and try to work us forward. Now, when we're amped up and we're kind of caught in a fear mode or a fear kind of cycle, we really will fall into not being grounded and not being intentional about what we want to feel today. Good morning, Cheryl. Hello. So what's interesting is to really think about, how do you be intentional? So the first question to really ask yourself is, what do I want? Okay, like what do I want from this meeting? What do I want from this day? What do I want this evening when I come home from work? How do I want to be with the people? So the second question is like, how do I want it to be? Do I want it to be calm? Do I want to be energized? Do I want to be encouraging? Do I need to fight or protect or do something? Do I need to bring that type of energy to a situation? Do I need to make something more urgent than everyone seems to think that it is? It could be lots of different things, but to be intentional about what that is and to bring that emotion and that energy into a space is really important. But once you think about what you want and how you want to be, also now think about, what do I have to do? What's the behavior? How do I carry myself? How do I be that person? Who do I want to be, and how do I want to be? Okay? Because here's the thing, two really coachy kind of things to do. Energy is contagious, right? Emotions are contagious. We know this for a fact. Brain research will show this, that emotions are contagious. And so what energy you bring in the room will be the energy that people give back to you. So if I go in aggressive, guess what? People are going to go aggressive. If I go into defense, people will also go into defense. If I go in trusting, people will go in trusting. If I go in kind and warm, people will come in kind and warm. So being really in control of your emotions and really understanding that you are dictating the energy of the people and the situation that you're in. The second one is about intention, is what we pay attention to grows. So if we are really thinking about failing, guess what? We're probably going to fail because we're looking for all of the potentials or the obvious indicators that we're failing. So if we're thinking we're going to be successful, we look for all of the indicators of where we're successful. And so to really think about, like, what are you paying attention to? If you're paying attention to your daughter acting up and you keep, yelling at her when she's acting up, actually what will happen is that will grow. If you praise her for when she's doing good, or when you catch her doing something right, like helping her little brother or whatever, or like another employee or someone who works with you, when you see them doing something good and you notice that, that starts to grow. And so this happens inside of us also. What I'm noticing or paying attention to will grow. So today, specifically, if we're feeling really anxious and we're looking for all of the negative pieces about what's going on in the world, guess what? You're going to just see more and more and more of this. Versus if you notice the good or the patience that people are having, or you're bringing humor and you're finding the humor in the situations, like those kinds of things will help you. But you have to be intentional about what you want to pay attention to. I actually had a client talking about protecting his business, and I'm thinking with like potential rights, and I'm thinking that is the thinking that causes the potential for those things to happen. If I don't go into defense mode, unless I absolutely have to, right? If I don't go into defense mode, people are not going to be defending towards me, or they're not going to feel threatened by me. So I have to kind of bring in calm and bring in love and bring in caring. So today is how do you become intentional about how you are and who you are in your day, and that you will get results back. When you have that clarity and you start paying attention and you focusing on that, then your actions change and then your results change. So what are you focusing on, and what are you trying to do in the world and all of that? So today, my intention is that people would feel really safe, right? That people would feel safe, that we would feel like, things are getting resolved in the world, and that we can move forward in this place. And notice when I hope for you to feel safe, and other things, if you are really feeling safe, you do not have the intention of going in and being aggressive, all right? Because when you're safe, you don't need to be aggressive, okay? And so I really want you to think about that what is your intention today? How are you going to get through the day? How are you going to get through the week? How are you going to get through the month? And creating the life and the place that you want to live and how you want to live in the world. It is always my joy to be here with you, and I intentionally really hope you take this in and kind of go into your day and bring people into your energy and your space, and that we would get through all of this and we would get through it in a good and safe way. So this is Christy Shell with Zeal Coaching. Have an amazing weekend. It looks like a gorgeous one here in Ohio, and we'll talk soon next week on next Friday. Thanks.